Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hello, and welcome to the Ident Review Extra, the spin-off show that takes a look at one individual ident each episode and gives it the review it deserves. And this time around, we're embarking on a journey through the rhythm and movement idents that represented BBC One between 2002 and 2006. We're going to be learning a new technique with the Salsa. The art of dance is a constant through the rhythm and movement set of idents. Already we've seen ballet dancers showcase their talents, and even the bouncing ravers exhibit a form of dancing in festival. But today, we'll be taking a look at another dance-based sequence, one that utilises one of the most well-known and popular techniques out there. So without further ado, let's put on our dancing shoes and take the floor to the Salsa. Very classy indeed. Now, just to get this out there right off the bat, I'm no dancer. I can act and sing, but when it comes to dancing, it's always remained my weakest performing skill. However, I can always appreciate good dancing, particularly when done in groups. Witnessing these various couples smoothly perform the salsa is a joy to watch, perfectly punctuated by the soundtrack. That recurring riff heard in a few of the rhythm and movement idents is heard again if you listen out for it, stylized to a more salsa-friendly beat. I have vague memories of this, so it could be false, but I seem to remember this sequence being used to introduce a programme that at the time was in its early years, but would go on to become the BBC's biggest Saturday night show, Strictly Come Dancing. But when you watch this sequence, doesn't that just make so much sense?
For better or for worse for wear, Dudley Moore's The Millionaire Who Needs a Wife. Arthur, the late film here in half an hour. First on BBC One, Comedy Connections to Butterflies.
In terms of filming, the location is Sarratt in Hertfordshire, in a rather gorgeously designed room. Aside from the appealing location, it incorporates the main red colour in a distinct yet subtle way, and one element I also love about the Salsa ident is the different kinds of people we see performing the dance. The BBC should always be trying to showcase and represent all kinds of people in the UK, and whilst it continues to try and deliver that remit, it's nice to see that even 20 years ago in 2002, when diversity wasn't as well championed, we see so many different kinds of people in the sequence. It would have been nice perhaps if the camera had focused on each couple individually, rather than pan out to show a group, just so everyone would get a chance in the spotlight. But in terms of what we have, seeing different kinds of people as opposed to just a singular couple is a strong plus in my eyes. Like many of its peers, Salsa would continue to air sporadically on BBC One until late 2006, when the rhythm and movement idents were replaced entirely. I'd argue that it remains an ident that isn't often talked about from this set, as like many of them, on the surface it seems incredibly simple without much to delve into. But from the great soundtrack to the smooth technique of the couples dancing, to the variety of people, there's just more here than you'd first think. An underrated ident in what continues to be an underrated set. And so that brings us to the end of another episode of the Ident Review Extra. If you enjoyed this look back at Salsa, then please leave a like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel for lots more ident related content. I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Jen Samantha Pringle, Kelly is Live, Tracy Smith, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry Holt, Brittany Fan 1999, Anna Art, For You Ladies, Maxine Jackson 2, Bruce Danton, Cooking at Nansen DIY, The Broken Kitsumanoid, and Francine Salazar are AMTV staff members.